What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be playing around with a title that's got a Steam Next Fest demo going up on Monday called Blightstone. This is a game that's got a slick art style, and it's about a team of adventurers going out to fight monsters in an apocalyptic world. As tends to happen in these fantasy realms, they're always teetering on the edge of some kind of cataclysm. This time we get to play around in the midst of it, as so frequently happens. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description. Over the next 30 minutes, we are going to be taking a look at the game and doing commentary as to what we like, what we don't like, and helping you guys come up with an opinion as to whether or not it's the type of game that you want to play. So let's start a new run. You are the heroes bound to protect this crystal and carry it to the rift. It's your unrivaled talent and indomitable courage that have earned you this. Is this a suicide mission, dude? You're flowering this up a little bit right now. That's what they always say to the guy that they're sending off to his death so that, like, the quest giver doesn't have to go off to his death. The journey will test you like never before, but you and this earth glass crystal are humanity's last hope. Do not falter. I do not bestow my trust lightly. We won't fail. So we've started out with 3 characters. We've got Brun, who looks like he just likes to punch people and drink beer. It looks like we've got Hubert, who enjoys busting the glicky at people. And then we've got Armand over here that's wielding his wand aggressively next to a table covered in crystals. We've got a couple of buttons that we can push on up here. I'm guessing that as we get these runes, these are kind of how we level up our account and make our characters stronger. Looks like we've also got jewels up here, and these are selectable. We get 14 of them, but as of right now, it looks as though we've only got... How many are in each? Oh, no, we've got 14. All right, so you get to swap these out and move them around to customize your playstyle as you go through the game. Let's start the run. There is a shiny gem sprouting from the land. It can be bound to the crystal. Let's bind it. We can get Healing Aura 2. When we end our turn, heals 2 to all allies in range. We've got Blink, which allows us to teleport, or we've got Lightning Arrow. I have not played this game before, so I don't know which of these is going to be the most utilitarian. However, given the fact that this is a turn-based game that I think takes place on some kind of grid, being able to teleport 7 meters feels huge. I've come to really respect mobility in tactical games like this as the years have gone along. I tend to focus on them. We've got ourselves a little FTL-style map over here that we can interact with. We've got skulls, we've got other things. However, they have not given me a legend of any sort to figure out what the icons mean, but I'm guessing these are normal fights. That's an elite fight. This is probably some kind of event. That's probably a vendor. Let's just go for the first skull and see how this whole thing plays out. First skull has been taken. The ground beneath your feet is treacherous, weakened, and crumbling in many spots. As you navigate the unstable terrain, the howl of a pack of rabid wolves pierces the air, their eyes wild with hunger as they charge towards you. Okay, I see the wolves over here. So what are we trying to do right now? Since we're supposed to be protecting the crystal, I'm gonna move him up and over here. I'm gonna keep these guys kind of like back towards the crystal just in case, so that we can bust shots, and we'll sort of like order them by how important they are. He can hit that shot right there, and actually I like that attack animation. That actually looked pretty good. It was better than I expected. What does this guy do? He does -3, but he's got a lower chance to hit because there's obfuscations in the way. There's a tree all up in our way right now, and then that allows our crystal to teleport. So the abilities that we were throwing together basically for our crystal to assist us as we get further on into the game. Let's end the turn. We'll see what the enemy does. He walked over and bit Brun in the face. We've got some smaller hounds coming up on the side, so we are gonna have to do something about that. Let's get Brun all up in here. Yeah, headbutt that fool. There's another big headbutt right there. Okay, we can probably bust some shots at this dude right here just to get him out of the way, and then we can't do Light or Arcane Ray. However, we can do Vital Link, which looks like it makes him spread around damage. We can also throw the enemy if we wanted to. It looks like he's got a boobity trap right here. I'm gonna throw a trap out like right there in case this guy tries to cross over, and I think that'll be okay for us. He can actually land a shot right there, and if it makes the trap kill this guy, I think I'm cool with it. And the trap did take him out, and so our first combat all nice and resolved. We stand victorious. You gather the meat from the slain wolves, a grim but necessary provision for your journey ahead. Oh yeah, we do have food and things up there that we've got to keep track of. I didn't even notice. Okay. Let's loot it, and it looks like we got a little bit of scrap, and it looks like we got a little bit of money as well. We got an upgrading stone. It will upgrade your weapons or robes. Sick. Yeah, definitely obtain some XP right there. Take that for sure. Let's go. I don't know if I'm quite ready yet to go after elite fights. In games like this, it's almost universally worth it to go after elite fights, but I don't know, man. It also looks like our HP does not come back at the end of the fight, so we have to just figure that out. However, we can arrange our units right here to protect the crystal a little bit better. I kind of figured it out by clicking on it just without realizing. I saw the little thing around people's feet, and I was like, what if I could like slide them around to create a defensive wall? Let's do that. Maybe you back there, and then Brun out front, and then that right there. That looks okay to me. I don't know how to use the crystal yet. I don't know if maybe I've got to like... It's probably inside of a camp menu because we've got a bunch of other abilities that we can play around with inside of a Darkest Dungeon style camp menu that allows us to get our HP and our morale and stuff like that back. So let's just carry on forward. Even though the houses have been ruined by the heavy rains, the villagers are gathering around you to trade for whatever you can spare so that they can rebuild the town. Oh, nice, dude. We can get a better crossbow that's got way worse accuracy. I don't know how I feel about that. We get 10% more damage right there. This is marked down on discount too, so it might be worth it for him. We can also just buy supplies if we wanted to grab those things. Let's grab like a little bit of food, and then maybe I'll buy the scepter that does 10% more damage. To my eye, we weren't really dealing that much damage to begin with, so I don't know if 10% is actually going to be a worthwhile gain. But we'll throw that on there. It gets rid of his default weapon, which, what more can you ask for? It's got a little bit of extra oomph on it. We've got 2 fights over here. Let's keep it to the simple fights for right now while I'm figuring out and sort of learning the game. But I like the animation style. I think the game actually looks pretty good. I like the art that they've gone with. The wind rustles the leaves around you as you step into an open clearing. An unsettling feeling creeps over you. The feeling of exposure is thick in the air, and suddenly from the undergrowth a pack of wolves emerges, their eyes glinting with hunger as they close in, snarling and circling. I honestly wonder how much in antiquity wolves actually ate people. I have very, very real questions about that because it's such a pervasive cliche inside of all fantasy and all human cultures across the entire world that lived somewhere that had like 150-pound dogs that lived in the woods. I'm actually curious. We don't have the numbers. They weren't good record keepers back then, so we don't know exactly how many people got munched and crunched by wolves over the years. Let's do that. I will teleport you. Oh, that's the crystal teleporting. I was going to teleport Brun because it seemed like a cool idea. You can charge down there, and it looks like we've actually got a little bit of a pool ball mechanic when he strikes him. All right, we've also got grab, which gives new actions. I'm going to have him, I think, just walk down here and punch this wolf in the face. That used up all of his AP? How did that use up all of his HP? It only had 1 dot. Go ahead and shoot the big wolf over there, because I'm worried that's the one that's going to deal the most damage. Put a trap like right there, just in case. And then, can you get him? He's got a really low % chance to hit right there. Oh, maybe it had 2 pips and I just didn't see it. His walk range is a lot shorter. All right. Can you move? No, he can only teleport. All right. How does the dog work? Oh, I've actually got to, like, trigger the dog attack. Okay. Oh, wow, he just went around. So there's no attacks of opportunity here. Like, you don't have a zone of control around your feet. Oh, there's the other dot right there, so we can't actually move that far. All right, well, let's just get rid of that wolf real quick. And then from here, we'll gat him up and down he goes. And we'll call it a warm-up. That's how it's done. The predator has indeed become the prey. You scavenge what you can from their bodies, unwilling to let opportunities slip by. We got a bunch of food, we got some herbs, we got some gold. It's a good thing these wolves are going to work and like saving up and keeping their debit cards on them. Otherwise, I just don't know how we would replenish our resources. Let's camp for a minute. Let's see what that mechanic looks like. So it took some wood, it took some food, and we can heal 4 damage to ally adventurers. We can do a magic show, which gets rid of our blight. And we've got random map info. We can remove the warm-up of all skills for 1 day. We've got lick wounds. I'd probably go with that on him. He's kind of like beat up compared to everybody else. Yeah, get that done, and then sniff and dig. On a 30% chance, the dog gets equipment or a resource. Sure, let's give it a go. You never know what's going to happen. I'll also have him set some traps, I guess, to lower the chance that we get attacked in the dark. He's got healing herbs. He's got, 20% more damage to one ally for a day. Put that on Big Man over there. Yeah, get it covered. I don't think we have any AP left just yet, so let's sleep. And it looks like we get blighted a little bit while we're sleeping. Okay. You spot a deranged wizard, strangely surrounded by ticks that appear to be protecting him. He points at you shouting, "Eat them alive," as the ticks begin skittering towards you. Beautiful. What's our range looking like here? Yeah, go ahead and let's zap a tick real quick. If I can send out some magic to get that done, I feel like I'd feel a lot more comfortable about my present predicament. Let's put a trap out like right there. Haven't used dog bite yet, but I think that's going to be pretty much everybody's AP except for his. If I could get him to move over to... Oh, okay. So if I get him to move over to here, I might be able to charge the wizard. Oh, never mind. Can't charge the wizard. It takes 2 AP. Okay, magic bolt went out right there. He stepped on the trap. I'm getting a lot of mileage out of these traps, dude. I'm getting serious volumes out of these traps. I don't know if I want to charge him back or not. Let's just focus on, like, walking up to him. And then we'll just punch him in the face. There we go. Wizards are supremely weak to headbutting. And so it's one of those things that if you don't have anything else in your spell book, maybe just, like, headbutt the wizard in the face. And down he goes. If the headbutt won't do it, a crossbow bolt will. Them some awfully thin robes you got there, cousin. You managed to slay the wizard and his bizarre defenders. You search his body, taking whatever you can salvage. So we got a transmutation stone. It turns one equipment into another equipment. We've got gold, we've got wood, we've got herbs, we've got scrap, we got earth glass pieces, and we learned information about nodes. I want to see what happens when these guys level up, but they're being awfully light-handed with the good stuff right now. So there are rumors of a ruined mansion where the undead have gathered up. From a distance, the village appears serene and peaceful, but cries and yells from the central square soon shatter the illusion. Upon arrival, you see a man bound and about to be hanged. You inquire about the accusation, seeking to understand the reasoning behind the man's imminent execution, or we can say it's none of our business. One thing I will give them props for is they actually used the proper tense for hanging a man right there. What most people would just say is the man is about to be hung, but that's actually not proper English. He's about to be hanged. If you're about to be strung up by the neck, you always say hanged right there. Hung is a completely different matter, but hey, good for him if that's what's about to happen. We cheer on the homies' victories around here. Let's inquire. The accuser stands firm. He's a witcher. He used forbidden magic in front of our children. That vile magic is what's causing the corruption of our lands and animals. I mean, I'm just gonna let him, they turn their focus back to the man. I don't want to have to fight an entire village, dude. We're out in the middle of nowhere with no support, so I'm kind of like, is this a good idea right now? Oh, so you can't transmute your default equipment, but you can. Let's transmute it into a new bow. So I get 3 choices. I can get the Royal Hunter's colors. On weapon skill N, move a small distance, and you get 4 life points. We can get 20% accuracy. Or we can get the Arbalest, which is more damage, but we take a flat cover penalty on every single shot. I would say the Hunter's Visor is probably a really good idea right here. So let's grab that, and I'm supposing that that's an add-on right there. The reason why that's good is if we can find another Arbalest in the rotation now, we just get a free 30% damage once we find that, and I like that idea. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's go to the Undead place next. I like fighting the undead. I'm naturally drawn towards zombies. The fog is thick, pressing in like a suffocating veil, and the air is heavy with the unsettling sound of clattering bones and mournful wails. From the mist, the undead emerge, their hollow eyes fixed on you as they march forward. But are they doing it to kind of like a cool Rob Zombie track? It's all about the showmanship. It's all about selling yourself when it comes to things like that. Let's get him with the magic damage, and he's now been sundered. I don't know exactly what I want to do with my warrior. I'll probably move him a little bit wide, I guess. My archer is taking a cover penalty right here, but with the plus 20%, it actually works out okay. We'll put that right there, and then we'll throw a trap inside the walkway on that side. And nobody has any movement or anything, so I think that's our turn. Oh, they come back to life. Interesting, and he doesn't want to take the shot with the accuracy penalty. Okay. I probably should have not taken the shot with the accuracy penalty. So unreachable. We've got the trap over there. Dog moves to target point near the hunter and reduces threat by 20%. Can I step on my own trap right here? I have questions and commentary and concerns. That worked out great. I didn't expect that to work as well as it did. Let's move him a little bit with our magician. We've got a 70% chance to hit, and if it reduces all the enemies down to nothing, I'll take it. He hit the 50% right there, so I'm proud of you, G. So these guys are back, but they should be tackleable as they are. However, I'd rather move over to here and punch the one that's on the ground if I could. Oh, they die permanently, so they only resurrect that one time. I thought it was going to be a long-running problem where I've actually got to jump on top of the bones and stomp them into dust. Otherwise, they won't stop coming back. An unnerving laugh cuts through the thick fog, mingling with the hollow clacking of the bones. From the manor's darkened doorway, a skeletal figure steps forward, exuding a chilling presence. The Lich Queen, regal and composed, addresses you with an almost playful tone. No need for us to continue this playful battle. I sense your task is far greater than simply slaying my minions. Allow me to assist you. With a flick of her hand, she halts her servants in their tracks. Why destroy one another? Honestly, darlings, can't we just take this for a moment of peace? Consider this a little olive branch from me, if you will. She extends her decrepit fingers towards you, offering a shiny gift. I like shiny gifts. What kind of gifts can I get? So we've got a Chronomancer's Vest. At the start of combat, you get hastened. I don't know what hastened does, and they don't have the kind of modern UI right now that has the little box off to the right in a different color that tells you the effect of whatever. So normally in games nowadays, with modern UIs, hastened would have like an underline underneath it. It would be in a different color, and then off to the right of it, there would be a separate box with text in the color that's the same as the hastened color, letting you know what hastened does. And so that's one of those things that they should probably add, just because it makes the game a little bit more clear. This right here gives us less threat and gives 20 accuracy to the Arcanist. I'm going to take that. Do we level up yet? I want to level up super bad, dude. I want to see what happens when I levelificate. Let me give that to him. Oh, the armor changes on the little characters. Cool. I wasn't expecting that. I figured that they would just be static sprites that didn't change as the game goes along. But that's actually a huge selling point for me. That's a big deal. I like that a lot when my characters change what their loadout looks like whenever they swap out gears, so you get some rough idea of a visual progression right there. It's part of the reward for making it further into the game, and then also in a game like this where it's got those roguelite or roguelike elements to it, it means that your party members are going to look different each time you run through the game depending on what equipment you pick up. With games like For the King and whatnot, it's always fun to see the final screenshot of how your characters look run to run, because sometimes builds just go in different directions. We can camp here right now. I don't know if we should. Let's go. Oh, we have to camp. We don't have a choice. Yeah, it won't let me go to the next node. All right, well, let's just camp for a minute then. I've probably got wounds and stuff that I need to heal anyways, so we've got a 20% event risk right there. I will use 1 AP to lower the chance of our darkness event by 20%. Let's see if we can get equipment or a resource from our dog. We got a scrap right there, so that's nice. We can go chop firewood. Nobody's actually really that beat up, but I'm going to have him get lick wounds to get his health back up to the max, and then everybody else. We've got 1 AP left. Oh, they come in different colors. You've got active points and you've got generic points, I think. Okay. Well, I mean, if we gotta heal somebody, heal the dog, I guess. Let's make sure that Fido makes it through this whole trip so they don't have to take him out behind a tree and old yeller him. That would make me feel sad. It would probably make you feel sad, too. Nobody wants to do that. That sounds miserable. Let's go and tackle... There's an event or there's a shop, but we don't really have that much money, so I don't know if a shop's gonna be super helpful. The adventurers see in the distance a beam of light descending from the sky suddenly. They think they see a house where there was nothing before. For additive immersion right there, the beam of light should come in from off screen, and it should like shine on the party where they are right here. That'd be a nice little effect to add on in. Video games nowadays are all about those extra effects, those extra little things that sell off the experience. Finally, took you long enough, traveler. I'm Ayanur, a traveler much like yourself. However, what you're attempting isn't simple. You've got a lot to learn. This'll help. She hands over a tome, her attention flicking momentarily to the adventurers. Little people, take this. A compendium. Okay. So that's probably going to have like all the mobs and stuff that we fought inside of it and all the gear that we found thus far. They do so, captivated by her presence as well as her manners. Turning back to you, she waves them off casually. Move along, little people, no time to lose. As for you, traveler, make sure you use it wisely. Good luck. Let's continue on our way. It did add a little icon right there, though, to symbolize the fact that we got waylaid on the road. After passing through an abandoned village, desperate screams pierce the silence, echoing from a well at its edge. Help! We'll find a rope nearby and help somebody? A priest emerges from the well, his rugged face lit by an honest smile. Thank you for freeing me. In gratitude, I'll join your journey. Hell yeah, I'll take a priest. We have to dismiss a character. Okay. Oh, we don't have to dismiss a character. Can protect up to 4 adventurers. All right, so we're good. The dog doesn't count. Let's go down and get ourselves involved and embroiled in another brawl. The view from the mountaintop is breathtaking, but your moment of awe is short-lived. From the cliffs above, a band of Tainted leaps down at you, brandishing crude weapons, their hunger for violence evident in their twisted faces. Okay. Can I do anything with charge right now? Let's just get into the thick of it. I see no reason not to dedicate to the fight. So we've got 38% chance to crit right there. We could also go after her. I'm gonna focus on, what other abilities does he have? Vital Link, throw an enemy in a direction with a strength of 2. Can I throw, oh, that's not what I want. I thought it would go further. I was gonna slam them all together like pool balls. Let's focus on the mobs that we can kill on this first turn. All right, good stuff. The priest, what does he do? A cleansing beam that deals 6 holy damage, a purification touch. We've got a cone, it purifies 2 and adds wet for 2 turns. Okay, I don't know what purify does. We've got God's hand, push an entity 3 spaces. Okay, let's have you go over to here. Maybe that'll get you close enough to zap her. Nice! Faith wins the day. It sure do seem like it, don't it? Let's have the dog attack that guy. He's unreachable. Okay. Let's move him out wide this way. And then we'll have him call his dog over to here. And then we'll end the turn. He didn't actually attack right there, which sort of surprises me. Can you do a dog attack? Yeah, do a dog attack. There we go. Cut him up good, and then flap him. And then you over here. Oh, that's got a longer cooldown on it. All right. You missed a 90%er. We got XCOM. There we go. Good stuff. Finish that fight off, and we're looking good. What they were carrying is now yours. We've got some scrap. We've got some crystals. We got some food. All right, and let's see what a level up looks like. He gets to pick a new ability. Very nice. So we can get Rain of Fists. Deal 4 damage 3 times, then 6 damage. That's a pretty big damage nuke right there. Momentum Strike. Deal 4 damage, add bleeding for 2 turns, then punches or throws, if possible, with a strength of 4. All right. So it's just like bop, bop, throw. Deals 3 damage, adds stunned and marked for 30. Oh, it does have the pop-up right there. So maybe it's in the process of being implemented. However, one thing I would do is you see how you put marked and you put stunned in yellow? Underline stunned and marked inside the description over here. Put it in the same color yellow so that your eye automatically jumps to it. That would be my advice. I gotta go for the all-out DPS, man. Don't I? That's a lot of damage. 18 damage? We're about to go up against a boss. We need some kind of focused fire. Fresh meat. You should be honored. It is I, Karantos, who will carve your deaths into legend. No, not if. I will. You doubt me? I'll show you. I'll show you. This is an oddly insecure demon. Who are you even talking to? Not to you, worm. Your only purpose is to die, so hurry up and fulfill it. Okay. Can I charge him? Or am I just gonna bounce off of him when I do it? I think I need to close the gap. So let's charge into like right there so I can get the ranged in. For you, fire your shot and then move forward. And then call your dog over. You, if you can take a shot from right there, take the shot. I don't know if that's actually dealing damage. I'm not positive. Get him right there. Is he weak to holy? It looks like he is actually weak to holy damage. All right, end the turn. Oof, big bopper. Oh, he killed my guy in 1 turn. You probably want to teleport away, Crystal. Go be somewhere else. Arcane Ray. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. It was something. Can I resurrect my guy? Did it also kill my dog when he did that? What happens? Does the dog, like, lose it and go after this guy? Let's throw some purifying holy water. Oh, 73 damage? That's so much damage, bro. Come over here. We need him to be near us. Oh, he's not dead. He's okay. He's like right there. He's not... Oh, my wizard's dead. That's who died. Gotcha. The dog does seize the initiative and attack if his master goes down. I wonder if death is kind of like permanent in this game. Oh no, it can't teleport out of the way. He's gonna have to eat this hit, I think. Move him to there. Smack that G. Oh, okay. So that was like a retaliatory attack. Get him with some more holy light. His HP is looking awfully low right now, dude. If we can carry this thing. He's got so many bleeds on him. He threw my dog at the crystal? Yo! He has a death ray that comes up out of his eyeball? Finally, they fall. It's over. What do we have here? Seems like I arrived just in time. What are you doing here? I'd ask how you managed to kill him, but it doesn't really matter. You're not getting the crystal. You think you can stop me? Please. You think you even stand a chance? Your question should have been how bad can one be at choosing his allies. Anyways, this was cute, but I've got more important things to do. Bye, Karantos. So that was our first run. It looks like we got some pieces right there, which are gonna... We didn't get enough to actually get us up to the next... Oh, we got unlocks, though. That's nice. Druid unlocks. So we've got a druid that we can bring on our next run. And then we got the compendium. Not too bad. We unlocked some little things. It's a fairly simple little demo, but I enjoyed it. I felt like it had enough little creature comforts and interesting little spell effects. It's got a very unique art style as well compared to most games out there. And so if you're looking for a simple little RPG with roguelite elements to it, Blightstone seems like fun. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging on out, and that's all I got for you, folks. Bye.